Hey folks, how y'all doing out there? I got my work hat still on. And you're like, work hat? I didn't know you did anything. Well, actually, I was outside digging my ditch, putting a new sewer line in, and that's why I'm dirty. It started raining outside, and I thought I'd come in, check on my peeps here. They're in there, sleeping. Oh, ain't they cute? Yeah. And I watched a few videos and I thought, you know what, I ought to make one. Talk about what I've been thinking about. Okay, so here's what I've been thinking about. I want to make a challenge for myself. Now, when I came up with the challenge, my first idea was to make myself or challenge myself to come up with a whole song, recorded and everything, every day for 1 month. And then I realized that is impossible. Well, I can, sometimes I could do 6, 8, 10 songs in a day. That is far and few between it. It's not every day. So some days doing one track is quite a lot. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to record. Here's the idea. We're going to record one track every day for the month of June. And I will use that track or mix of tracks, wherever we're at, whatever point I'm at, to try to put together a video for you guys each day. So like after the first track, I won't sit there and make you just listen to it and, I don't know, look at the moon or something. I'll just use it as background, like a background track while I ramble on about whatever it is I'm thinking. I don't have any agenda or anything that, serious to talk about or important in any way. Right now I'm going to show you something. Right here, this axe. You guys see me playing it all the time. That's one of my favorite guitars. It's a Peavey HP2, I believe it's called. It was actually played for 26 minutes by Eddie Van Halen. 26 minutes he played that guitar. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like it that much. I don't know, but he did. It was back in the time when he was still developing his own guitar, the Wolfgang, and that's not a Wolfgang. That's just something that was under development when they were moving towards what they wanted to do then. Yeah. Over there, see that guitar? People always, a lot of people, unless you're from Ohio, they wonder what in the hell is that. That is the Ohio flag in a flying V design. It's a Jackson, and it was designed after something Randy Rhoads played, but Randy Rhoads never touched that guitar. That was built way after he was gone. Crazy thing about Jackson, you'd never realize it, but unless you took some hardware off and took a look, which I have done, it's made out of styrofoam, just like a cooler. It's like made like a cooler with some kind of like epoxy on it that makes it hard and kind of durable, but it's it's a very lightweight guitar. It's fun to play too, and it's fast. Oh, it's got a fast neck on it. Oh yeah. Now, that's not one of my favorite. Well, it is and it's not. I love the guitar, but the thing is, I don't like to take it anywhere because it's so big. It's hard to find a case that fits it. And well, you could go out, I suppose, and buy a Flying V case for that exact size Flying V, but well, I just don't want to spend that kind of money. It'd probably be $1,000. If I'm going to spend $1,000, hey, I may as well get another Flying V. I'll tell you something else. There's another guitar really love it's in here because this is the one that I take when I go play out. It's not as fast as the Peavey. It doesn't scream quite as with as many, how do you say, harmonics as the Peavey. But I love how it feels when I play it. It fingers really well. But this is the one I usually take when I go places and play. It's an Ibanez. I don't even remember the model number. It's got a missing knob. It's supposed to look like this one. It keeps falling off. I know how to fix it. I just haven't done it. And I lost the knob the last time. It must have fell on the barroom floor. But what I'm thinking about doing, I did to a Les Paul I had one time. Actually, it was an Ibanez copy Les Paul, the lawsuit one. But I put a red die, I guess, singular die. Put a red die right there. Well, actually, it was up here on that guitar. But I'm thinking about doing that with this one. I mean, heck, you can buy one of those knobs for $4 or $5, but why do that when I could go get a red die and kind of make it look cool? That's not an important one anyways. That's the tone knob, and I don't mess with the tone knob. But my tone is always on 10. If I want to change the tone, I'll do it with the amplifier. Or an EQ pedal, or some whatever I'm into at that moment. I don't know, but unless you're playing jazz, I really think that a guitar sounds best if the tone is always up to 10. Now, you don't always want a real high tone, but, you know, you can adjust your tone with your other equipment. And I still think the guitar sounds better if it's up to 10, unless you're playing a certain kind of jazz. With a certain kind of jazz, it actually sounds better to turn that down. You guys don't even care about that, do you? I'm just rambling on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. All I meant to do was, I do that all the time. That's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons that I haven't made a lot of videos, because I really get irritated at myself for doing that. I'll start talking and I'll just go off on some tangent. And I don't mean to. I'm not thinking about it. It just happens. Stupid. But anyway, all I really want to tell you is I'm considering very seriously starting a challenge for myself, which is writing and recording one singular track every day for the entire month of June, with the exceptions of days where I cannot be home. Now, there are a few. There's not very many. It's usually maybe one day a week that I can't be home. And if you know me and who I am and everything, it's going to be Friday or Saturday, normally Saturday. So, you know, if there's any possible way to be home, I will make one track and record it every day for the month of June and use it for a background, if at all possible, on a video. So I'm going to also try to make a video every day. And I might even do videos when I'm not home. I'm sure you've probably noticed me doing that before. Hey, looky there. There's something I just got back here. That is a Vox cabinet, 412 they call it, 412 cabinet. Yeah, I need to get it and everything on top of it, put it back away. I'm a guy. I'm not real clean. You know, I don't like to live like I'm living in a dumpster or nothing, but yeah, sometimes, you know, things are not really in the places they ought to be. I admit it. Anyway, that's enough talking. That's way too much talking. A 10-minute video, that's too long. That's too long. I'm going to promise you that too. I'm going to try to cut down the length of my videos a little bit, at least 7 minutes or less. Anyway, that's good enough. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Have a good one.